Move to success channel မှာကြိုဆိုပါရစေ။ essay တွေကိုကျွန်တော်လည်းဆွေးနွေးနေတာဆိုရင်ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့ဘက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့the subject I like best ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါလေးကျွန်တော်ဆွေးနွေးခဲ့တယ် English နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ English subject ကကျွန်တော်ရဲ့အကြိုက်ဆုံးเนาะဘာသာရပ်တစ်ခုအနေနဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဆွေးနွေးခဲ့တယ်။ဒီမှာလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ပြောတယ် the subject I feel most ကျွန်တော်အကြောက်ဆုံး subject ဘာသာရပ်တစ်ခုတဲ့ As I am a metric student, I have to take six subjects. There မြန်မာစာဒါကတော့ရှိက introduction ကတော့ဘာသာရပ်ဘယ်နှခုရှိတယ်ဘာသာရပ်တွေပါဆိုတာကိုတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒါကတော့ introduction မှာတော့ဒါအတူတူတွေပဲဖြစ်ကြတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ကြည့်ကြည့်အောင် English is not our mother tongue. It's a foreign language and so I am not interested in it. I've been studying English for about 10 years, but I feel I know nothing about English. It's not easy for me to pronounce English words correctly. I cannot write English words. There are still many errors in Dima THERT capital letter ဖြစ်ရမှာပေါ့နော်ဒီမှာသူတို့စာစီတာလေးတွေလွဲသွားတယ် T capital letter. There are still many errors in my letter writing and essay writing. New words, phrases, and idioms are difficult to understand. Therefore, I also have difficulty in listening and speaking. Its syntax is quite different from Myanmar one. So, stylistic transformation is not the item for me. What's worst was there are 7 poems and 15 units in our English text. Hundreds of words and long sentences are also a big headache for me. For the students who do not have a good foundation, it's too much. I've never got good marks in English in the examination. I have to find out ways of improving English. I have to work harder at this subject. Although I fear English most, it's a compulsory subject. I know that I cannot pass the examination if I'm weak in English. So I give most of my time to learning English. I also learn new words, sentences, and all the poems by heart. I read my English textbooks over and over again. Now I am in the habit of studying English carefully. I dare say that there has been little improvement. I will surely pass my examination if I get pass the marks in English. เนาะကျွန်တော်ကြောက်တဲ့အင်္ဂလိပ်စာဘာသာရပ်အကြောင်းကိုခုနကတော့လည်းကျွန်တော်အကြိုက်ဆုံးဘာသာရပ်ကိုလည်းเนาะအင်္ဂလိပ်စာကိုပြောထားခဲ့တယ်အင်္ဂလိပ်စာရဲ့အာသာအကျဒီဟာကိုကြက်ရတယ်เนาะကိုကြောက်ရတဲ့အကြောင်းရင်းတွေဒါလေးတွေနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့သူအနေနဲ့စိုးရင်ထိတ်လန့်မှုဖြစ်တဲ့အကြောင်းလေးတွေကိုရေးထားတာအခုမှတော့ဆရာတို့ the subject I've enjoyed studying เนาะဒီမှာဆရာတို့အတူတူပါပဲခုန English လိုပဲเนาะဒီဟာလေးရေးထားတယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီမှာ second paragraph မှာသူပြောင်းသွားတာပေါ့နော် introduction တော့အတူတူပဲเนาะဆရာတို့ဘာလဲဆိုတော့ body မှာပဲဆရာတို့ပွားသွားတယ် I enjoy studying English because it's a key to higher education and wider English wider knowledge. If I want to be a highly educated person, I must have sound knowledge of English. It's a rich language and I love beautiful expressions in English. Almost most of the students feel math. I find it very interesting. I enjoy solving mathematical problems. I believe this can improve my thinking power. By studying history, I learn lessons from history. Since history repeats itself, I think these lessons are applicable in real life. In my opinion, everyone should have three eyes ideology, intellect, and impact. Three eyes, ideology, intellect, and impact. If we have a good command of English, we can get a better position. Mathematics can help us think sharply. History can guide us to some philosophy of life. When we apply these subjects, we will get ideology and intellect. If we become intellectuals, we will gain impact on the community. Only an intellectual person who has impact can do for the betterment of the community. Therefore, I have enjoyed studying these subjects as I want to be an intellectual. The story I like best or the proverb I like best, the book I like best. I'm a mature student and very fond of reading books. Reading gives me general knowledge as well as pleasure. I read as many books as I can and in my free time. I read various kinds of books such as short stories, novels, magazines, and journals. Imas are novels, comma, among these books, I like my English textbooks. There are 15 units, 7 selected poems, and a speaking section in it. ဆရာတို့ဒီမှာတော့ဗာလဲဆိုရင် poem က4 poem ပေါ့နော် unit က12 units ပေါ့နော် there are 12 units 4 selected poems and speaking section in it အဲ့ဒါမျိုးဖြစ်ပါဘူး some pieces of writings are based in science and technology some are based on friction and biography on ခုနက based on ပိုကြံနေခဲ့เนาะ and တလုံးနဲ့ဖြစ်နေ on science and technology, some are based on fiction and biography. Among them all, I like the story Too Much Knowledge Make Cat Fools. It's also famous Myanmar proverbs. The story is very interesting and humorous. It's about the 4 youths who studied under the famous professor of Taxila. They specialize in different subjects. After 3 years, they become the proficient in their respective studies. They prepare to go back home. Before they return home, their professor gave them a piece of advice that they should add suitably to the time and circumstance of a situation as well as a cooking pot and some again. On their way home, their dry rations ran out. In order to get a decent meal, they drew lots to decide who was to do what task. Their ways of thinking were not predicate and their actions were very funny. They could not even manage to cook a meal by themselves. As a result, they missed a meal and went hungry. This story shows the truth of saying too much knowledge maketh fools. This proverb reminds us to be the prodigal in our real life. It teaches us a moral lesson to have the sense to dance in tune with the situation. Otherwise, we will get into trouble and we cannot be successful in life. It's a very valuable piece of advice or proverb for us. For these lessons, I have enjoyed the story Too Much Knowledge Maketh Fools. နော်ဒါကကိုကြိုက်တဲ့ဥစ္စာလေးကိုပြောခြင်းဖြစ်တယ်။ဆရာနည်းနည်းကြော်လိုက်ပါမယ်နော်။ကြော်လိုက်ပါမယ်နည်းနည်း the poem I like best the game I like best နော် the game I enjoy playing နောက်ပြီးတော့ the food I like best နောက်တစ်ခုက the advertisement I like best the advertisement I hate most I hate most အကြံနေရနော် forgot မှာလဲခုနကတော့အရှိပိုင်းနေမှာလဲထီကြံနေခဲ့တယ် the fruits I like best the fruit I would like to eat နော်ကြိုက်ဆုံးက sunflowers I like best ကြိုက်ဆုံးပန်းနေ the happiest day in my life ဒါလေးကောင်းတယ်နော်ဒါလေးဆွေးနွေးပဲ everybody has a happiest day in life and so do I and this is the day when I passed my 9th standard examination. This examination was very important because I would have to continue to study in the 10th standard. If I pass the 10th standard examination with high marks, I can do what I would like to be in my life. So I tried my best to pass my 9th standard examination. I attended the class regularly. I studied my lesson every day. I also drew a timetable to prepare for my examination. I was impatient to read about the chemicals and theories on physics. I sometimes go angry with the scientists for their inventions and discoveries to make school lessons. Moreover, I had to learn about the plants and animals. I took pity on my brain that absorbed and recorded facts a lot. I was hungry to have a free time. I was willing to visit friends and have talk. Nor I had no time to listen to my favorite songs. I repeatedly heard the words, for your life, for your future, for your sake, please try. When the examination was near, I was much excited. It seemed to me I knew a little, but my mother encouraged me, so I sat for the examination hall. Waiting for my examination result was tiring. Then the day came. I dared not go and see the result. To my greatest happiness, my friend Zozo came running to my house in the morning and told me that he and I passed the examination. I also got three distinctions. I was so happy that I could not do anything for a while. I enjoyed myself very much. This was my happiest days. It was the best time earlier, the best day of the week. Now we got the best month of the year. No? Now we go Myanmar Pagodas Festival. Myanmar is known as the Golden Land and it's famous for its glittering pagodas. There's no town or village in Myanmar that does not have the pagoda. We can find pagodas of different shapes and sizes throughout the country. Most of the famous pagodas in Myanmar have their own festivals once in every year. The festivals are held in different months of the Myanmar calendar. Shiragong Pagoda Festival is the most famous one in Yangon. It's known as the Ball Festival. It's always held in the Myanmar month of the Ball. There are many entertainments for public such as stage shows, zanyans, and flame shows. There are some food stalls and various shops in the festival ground. People from all parts of my country visit this festival whenever they come to Yangon. Besides the festivals of the Gaba, Pagoda, Suli Pagoda, Chaikasan Pagoda, Buddha Town Pagoda, and other pagodas are held in Yangon. Moreover, the Shimodo Pagoda festival in Bago is held in April. People from neighboring villages and towns come to this festival. In Mandalay, the Chowdoji Pagoda festival is held in Drenjo. Many pilgrims from different parts of Myanmar visit to the Jai Tiyo Pagoda Festival and the monastery. Besides, the Shuizada Pagoda Festival is also famous in Myanmar. Different people have various intentions in going to the pagoda festivals. All people go to the pagodas to pray and perform meritorious deeds. But young people go to pagodas to enjoy the festivals. However, pagoda festivals in Myanmar are always crowded with many people because it's the custom of our Myanmar people. So everybody looks for Myanmar pagoda festivals because they are associated with the religions. Myanmar festivals. ခုနဆရာတို့ Pagoda Festival နဲ့ဆရာတို့เนาะလူလို့ရပါတယ် Myanmar festival ဆိုနေရာမြန်မာ festival ဆက်ပတ်သက်လို့အစည်းလေးတွေကတော့ခုနကနမူနာတစ်ခုနေပဲเนาะသတင်းကျွတ် festival ကိုဆရာတို့ကသတင်းကျွတ်ကိုကြော်လာခဲ့ပြီဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါတွေတော့ကြော်လိုက်ပါ The season I like best အဲ့ဒီလည်းကောင်းတယ်ဒါ season နဲ့ပတ်သက် Most of the countries in the Western Hemisphere have 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. However, in our country, we have only 3 seasons, such as the hot season, a rainy season, and the cold season. So summer, rainy season, and winter. The hot season begins in March and ends in May. The rainy season is from June to October. The cold season begins in November and ends in February. As Myanmar is a tropical country, the the whole tropical country, the hot season is very hot and dry, and the rainy season is wet and gloomy. Tima host mobile hot, no? There, the season I like best is cold season. I like this season because the weather is very pleasant throughout this season. It lasts for about 4 months, but accurately. The really cool period is about 2 months only, December and January. People do a lot of exercises like walking, jogging, and playing games. This is the best time of the year to play games or to do exercise. It's good to study our lessons because our mind is fresh all the time. There is an abundance of flowers and fruits. Vegetables are fresh and plentiful too. Everything in the environment looks clean and beautiful. It's the most enjoyable season in our country. The Desaulniers Festival and the Devon Festival fall during this season. We can enjoy a lot of joy and entertainments. The New Year comes during this season also. There are many important days such as the National Day, the Independence Day, and the Union Day during these seasons. The cold season is the best time in every part of Myanmar except the hilly regions. It has the best weather among all the seasons, as the weather is deep, cold, and pleasant. We can enjoy playing games and taking exercises. We can have lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. For all these reasons, the season I like best is the cold season. အဲ့တော့မကြိုက်တယ်နောက်ပြီးတော့ပြည့်ရည်ဒီမှာကျွန်တော်လှုပ်ဖြစ်နေတော့အရာတွေတဲ့เนาะဒါလေးတွေတဖြည်းဖြည်းချင်းနဲ့မြင်လာပါပြီဆွေးနွေးကြည့်အောင် I'm a high school student attending in the 10th standard. Being a student, the most important thing for me is studying. On weekdays, everything is done and rushed to be in time for school. So, like any high school student, I always look forward to weekends. It's on weekends that we can have a change. On Saturday mornings, I usually get up early at about 5 o'clock and walk to the Mahamya Muni border with my mother. There I worship the Buddha, offer flowers and candies, and say special prayers. I do physical exercise with her. I have a breakfast and help my mother by washing dishes. After lunch, I play computer games with my friends and visit mini markets or supermarkets. I usually visit my relatives and grandparents. At about 2 o'clock, I watch TV until evening. In the evenings, I take a nap or chat with my friends or go swimming in the Irrawaddy River. At night, I watch the VCD sound or TV. I'm allowed to do this only on weekends. Then I study my lessons. On Sunday mornings, on Sunday mornings, I usually play tennis with my younger brothers and friends. I also help my brother and sisters with their homework. After breakfast, I iron all the clothes while listening to music. I clean the whole house and sweep the floor. In the afternoon, I usually listen to FM radio. Then I help my father in the garden. Should the weather be fine, we go for a walk along the road beside the Aori River in the evenings. We usually have our dinner at 6 on Sunday evenings. After dinner, we enjoy ourselves chatting in the living room. I usually read cosmics and magazines. After having a change from the usual weekday routine, I'm relaxed and refreshed. I'm ready to face the coming new day. ကျွန်တော်နေဆွေးနွေးမှု essay ဆွေးနွေးမှုလေးဒီမှာတစ်ခါခဏရန်နာပါမယ်အားလုံးကိုကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်